Hello, this is the Center of the Bible. Today's topic is the Lord who I had experienced. I am a Christian. I didn't live with a Christianity background. My whole family was non-believers. My mother, my father, brother, cousins, grandmother, uncles, etc. Before I entered university, I had no concerns about God. After entering in university, I started to know the being of Him. The reason was that I must pass the midterm examination on philosophy lecture. That midterm's title was Writing on Proof of Existence of God. Of course, the professor gave the title at first. Therefore, we could prepare answer after we memorized it. Meanwhile, I was experienced agony about life's meaning and aim. At second grade of campus life, I lived of absence from school with the purpose of entering to Korean Army. In those days, Korea's political situation was very bad, so my spirit seemed to be humility in front of God. I visited to participate in any conference. In that time, with another unbelievers, I listened on John chapter 3, verse 14, and Numbers chapter 21 by any evangelist. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. When I listened about these words, there was an idea within my head. There is crossroads upon many buildings in Seoul street. That is not ornament, but mark to see. I thought so in that moment. How could Jesus take my sins 2,000 years ago, even if he don't know me? How could Jesus take my sins even if he doesn't know my name? How could Jesus of Israel know me even if I had no experience to go any another country? He won't know me, my face, and my name. All was impossible. I thought so. But in the moment, those was solved by realizing the fact that he is God. He was dead in the cross as brazen serpent. If he is God, he can know me. If he is God, he can know persons after 2,000 years. If he is God, even if I live a long distance place, he can know me. When the conference finished, it was given the chance to speak on fact of being saved persons. Also, I spoke that I know newly God. I spoke simply on his being God. But nobody believed me on that. Because I had no experience to hear anyone's proverb on their salvation. Maybe my proverb was imperfect. Nevertheless, at that night time, I was born again really, and I knew the Lord. But I didn't know how to explain about my salvation. I made a boast of that fact too much. I am saved. Be saved. Anyone freezed on that? Another person gave no reaction. Too many persons who are related with Christianity. I boasted so, but the responses was different at each cases. I was joyful after 26 February 1985. In a few days, I became a soldier in Korea at 9 March 1985. Whenever I met the believing soldiers in the army, I boasted on my being saved. 20 persons background on theological college or denomination, I did so too. I had guessed that they believe him as me. On the army, I read and read the Bible. Maybe those Bibles were torn into each slices by much reading. I hold that Bible until now. After 1 year passed, there was always anything in my mind. It was special God words. That was John chapter 3, verse 14. As that grasped my mind, I never forgot that. In those times, I read Ephesians chapter 1, verse 17. That the Lord of our Lord, Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give unto you the spirit of wisdom and the revelation in knowledge of him. In time that I read this place, I was very surprised at that because I was smart. I could have realized the God and his words. I had so, but that was not true. From that time, I decided that I wouldn't boast my salvation. In fact, I didn't earn the salvation. But he only saved me. From the time, my thinking and my attitude was changed wholly. A stupid, dull, and simple person as me, a worthless person, to me, who give pain and grief to another people. He saved me. In that time, I was seen as shabby things. Because Jesus saved me, I was saved by him. After that time, I started to have a habit that I didn't boast my salvation. Before anyone's question to me on that, when I had the vacation from army, I went to the gospel hall. It's called with church, which he participated in. He had explained the gospel to me. I had heard the gospel from him. I spoke my salvation experience in that place by his request. Next time, when I came to same gospel hall, it's called with churches, by vacation period, I spoke my salvation's experience in that phrase by his request too. In my memory, maybe I spoke same proverbs in 3 times in same place. After discharge from military service, I was baptized 7 October 1987. So I was accepted as one member of the assembly. Why? I serviced the Lord during long times. I realized the assembly through Yuri from 2002. That was very surprising experience in my spirit. The truth of Matthew chapter 16 and Matthew chapter 18 made me fresh, holy on my spiritual thirst. To me, that was thirsty as a deer, knowing exactly about the differences of an assembly and the body. It's called the churches and the church. It was very satisfactory one. Many doubters were solved by related words of God. Now, in my eye, I can see my weakness, my foolishness, my insufficiency, and my stupidity. Whenever I watched such my spirits, I am disguised more and more, but I can look at the Lord. My wife make me so. My children do too. Also, my office mates changed me. My parents take me to the upper state in my relation with my life, in my relation with my wife. I saw egoist of mine. In my relation of my children, I saw my sensual flesh that was angry very easily to them who have same personality of mine. In my relation with my classmates, I saw my earthly attitude that count very often to ones that served the world. Also served the God. When I have much times to watch TV or have a lot of times to make contents in my interest homepages, or cannot control my appetite on many foods, or take bad habits to be lazy, etc. Conclusively, I can often see my devilish image that fell to the spiritual giant state. Even if I heard the message that my parents went to hospital, I couldn't visit open them in all that kind of times. I can see my disobeying to the word of God. Our vile body will be changed like unto his glorious body. We hope that who shall change our vile body, that is may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. The Bible, Philippians chapter 3, verse 21. Seoul in Korea. My name is Hijin Ham. Thank you very much.